Hi, my name is Sandy Carter, and I am IBM's General Manager for Ecosystem Development as well as a Social Business Evangelist. And welcome to our Social Business Coffee Break. We are so glad that you came today to hear the next in the series on Internet of Things. And today we're going to be focused on what does that integrated solution look like. You know, we've been looking at the three core elements, that right focus, having the right ecosystem, and today we're going to hone in on that integrated solution. And what do I really mean by that? Well, if you look at the market today, most people for Internet of Things are really focused on the sensor. You know, how do I get all the sensors out there? And not as many are focused on the data that's coming in, the analytics that's coming in, and eventually cognitive that you'll need to use to be very successful in this space. When in fact, the short-term opportunity for the Internet of Things happens to be around those sensors, but the longer term is going to be around the data and the analytics, including cognitive computing. In fact, it's 3-to-1 in terms of its value. So as you're looking at your solution, yeah, you need sensors or partner to get those sensors, but don't forget big data and analytics as a critical element of your solution. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. In this one, we're working with Honda, and I think it's really interesting because here Honda is collecting through its own sensors in its cars. They're collecting data about the battery performance. They're looking at how that data then impacts the life of the battery. What can they do to perform the battery life, increase their customer satisfaction? So they're not just looking at the sensors they place in the car, but how they use the data they get back from that and the analytics to drive value for their clients. Another quick example is OnFarm. And in this case, unlike Honda, who's got all the sensors there, OnFarm relies on others to produce the sensors. In fact, they've said that there'll be 100 billion sensor readings that will occur daily in farms by 2020. So they're partnering to get that weather data, crop data, soil data, and their value add is on the analysis of the data and the cognitive computing of the data, predicting irrigation needs, for instance, based on the conditions and the weather and what's happening. So make sure as you look at your solution, again, you're not just looking at the sensors. And I'll do one more quick example. Another partner of ours, which is StreetLine, they're working with the city of Los Angeles. And again, not just looking at the sensors, right, collecting data from parking spots like, is it on the garage, in the street, what's the lighting like, but analyzing the demand for the parking spot by hour of day and location, near a light, not near a light, and then helping the city of Los Angeles optimize the usage to reduce the city's congestion. So again, they're focused not so much on the sensors, but on the data and the analytics that those sensors bring to the party. So make sure, as you're looking at Internet of Things, that you haven't forgotten big data and analytics. We'd love to partner with you on that. And we'd love for you to continue with us on our series of the Internet of Things. We've just covered the right focus in our previous session. Today, focused on that integrated solution, big data and analytics. And our next series will be on ecosystem. You don't want to miss it. My name is Sandy Carter. This has been our Social Business Coffee Break, focused in on the Internet of Things.